Susana, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Neo at Ogilvy is part of the Ogilvy and Mather network, but what's the need to separate digital now? Surely integration is what clients need and want.
Well, there isn't a need, and that's why we started Neo 5 years ago, because our philosophy has always been about digital assets and digital strategy, and digital media needs to be all under one roof, or else you can't hold accountable to our clients' business results. And that was the whole idea, and that was our philosophy of starting Neo. So it isn't siloed, it is part of the network, and it fits in very, very well with our 360 offer at Ogilvy.
How do you make sure that integrates?
Within our group, it's not really an option. Part of our offering or our services to clients has always been about delivering different aspects of communications. So having digital media with the digital creative and strategy all under one roof, it's what we believe in, and that's why we have media back into a creative agency environment.
We've heard here how agency lines are blurring. How does an agency like yours redefine itself in this increasingly competitive environment?
Well, digital media is a very different discipline because it's all about distribution of ads. So we don't create any ads, and we don't come up with the social network strategy per se, but what we do is we distribute clients' communications messages through the different types. So no matter if it's within social network environment, mobile environments, or even through syndicated content. So that is why we are a very different animal versus the other parts of the agency. But I also think that you're right, the relationship between agency or clients, agency, and vendors, publishers are very, very different now. It's no longer a linear relationship where there are step 1, step 2, step 3, but it's more about shared responsibilities between the 3 parties. So no matter if that is measurement or business objectives or processes, that it's more of a engagement within the 3 parties and a partnership rather than I'm briefing, clients briefing, agency briefing publishers.
Is there a dearth of talent in digital?
Absolutely. That is probably one of the most challenging things in the agency world right now. And I say this because competition for talent has changed quite a lot since the big digital uprise again. And I say this because no longer are agency staff going to other agencies. That's a typical move. But they're now going to client side, they're now going to vendor side, and even the last two staff that has left the agency has gone over to the publisher side. So yeah, there is a huge competition out there for digital talent.
What's the solution?
Well, I've always thought that every agency should have and definitely has its own DNA and its own culture. So the culture itself needs to be an environment that talent wants to grow within the agency and within the industry as well. I think this phenomena or this challenge is less about each agency per se. It's an industry issue.
Is there a risk of a poaching war that squashes margins?
There will always be a bidding war against good talent. However, I think again it is really about, especially digital talent usually, and it's not a stereotype, usually they're younger, so inspiration, aspiration, and what they want to do in their career, that needs to fit with the agency's culture and their DNA. And if that works well, then it's not so much about the money.
One criticism we've heard recently from a brand is that agencies just want to have fun and win awards. Is that valid?
Well, again, it's the agency's culture, because there are many agencies out there, and we also at Ogilvy, we win awards and we have lots of fun. But for us, it's a very different perspective, because like David Ogilvy says, we sell or else, and we live by that, which means we have to deliver business results. And all the fun and the creativity and all that, it just comes along with it.
Where will be the challenges and opportunities for agencies in Asia over the next 5 years?
Talent is a big issue for us. There just doesn't seem to be enough a supply of good talent that's interested in the agency world. And I've done another interview before where, and I continue to say this, we need to bring the excitement back into this industry and make advertising fun and glamorous and worthwhile. And it needs to be very inspirational for youngsters coming into the industry.
Susana, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.